Hello, hello, hello. Let's share this out. Shared it out. Thank you, love bug. Hello, hello. Hello, one person in the chat. Welcome to the live stream. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Night 2, still frozen. It is colder tonight than it was last night. For real, in our house. For real. Last night we were, what, 60 degrees? 62 or so. Now we are low 50s in the house, and it's cold. We are blessed we can still cook. I made a bomb roast and potatoes in my Dutch oven. Hey, Sarah. Yes. How many hours did it say it had been, babe? 40. 40? 40 hours. Well, about over 40 hours because that was a while ago. So, yes. Thank you for the thumbs up. We have been 40 hours without power.
Almost 2 days.
Yep. Since Monday, 2 a.m. Monday morning. It is very ridiculous. And people are calling for ERCOT's head because Texas is an independent grid. So like the rest of the United States, you have the West and the East, and they are share power between states. We are our own. We have our own power grid for Texas. We're not connected to any of the surrounding states. So we can't borrow power. Hey, we'll get you back when we get paid kind of thing. Because we're on our own independent grid. Yeah, we're deregulated here in Texas, Sarah. Like, you know how you go move somewhere and you're like, who's the power company? And they're like, okay, it's Jexa Energy. Well, here we can pick any company we want based on whatever their rates are, per kilowatt type of thing, or what kind of programs they have. And so in Texas, you cannot tell anyone who they have to use for power. So we have hundreds of power companies. But there's this one entity called, hi, Trisha. Is that you or Dallas? So we, in Texas, have the choice to pick from hundreds of providers. And they are only providing the power. They don't actually generate it. A company called ERCOT takes care of that and manages the Texas electrical grid. Well, in the summertime, we have high loads because everybody's running their ACs because it's always hot here. Well, in the wintertime, they turn down a lot of these big plants that produce the electricity. So this is not a weather-related damage. This is just they didn't winterize their crap. And yeah, I saw that he was at the shelter, but I didn't know if he may have had your phone or logging in on your account. Anyways, all these different providers did not winterize their equipment, knowing a weeks in advance.
What's up, brother?
that they were this storm was coming. Like, we knew. Sid knew he was going to be off of work since last week. Like, this has been, we've all been planning and, prepping for it. They didn't prep our power system. Well, the problem is none of our providers have the capacity to fix the situation. You got the power on there? Well, I'm so glad you did. We're in the country, and they're kind of more worried about places of higher occupancy numbers. We're in Brazoria County, so like per capita, or like way less than Harris County, which is Houston proper. So, yes, I want to say they said there are 5 million people in Houston, Harris County. And we're in Brazoria County. We're south of Houston, south of Harris. So our county is not getting that much attention with regards to when our power is going to be back on. We're cold. We've got our guest room mattress pulled into our family room. Let me show you. Into our family room. And we put it right there. And we got all these candles lit. We got some lit over there in the kitchen too. So we have all these candles lit, and we're sleeping right here because, and believe it or not, we have 16 candles that we're burning, and it is actually warming. What did I do? Something just happened. Oh, I think I turned the camera around. Sorry, guys. It's actually warmed this room up considerably compared to some of the other rooms. But I can tell you my nose is frozen. My hands are frozen. It's, it is 50 degrees in my house, so it is cold. I mean, water heater's gas. Oh, I would happily put my thermostat at 65 degrees just to conserve energy. I've unplugged every single appliance. Fun fact, if you have TVs, cable boxes, toasters, any electronics, our Instant Pots, our pressure cookers, like all the things that we use, hair dryers, just anything that you have plugged into an outlet is consuming electricity if it's plugged in, whether you're using it or not. So we went around the house and unplugged everything we could possibly come up with. So if the power does come back on, we don't overload the system and goes right back out again. 3 days, yeah, that's terrible. Oh, I know some other friends down here besides you guys are doing the same thing. Yeah. Well, and we hope that our neighbors, and we know our neighbors on either side of us. Like, we know our neighbors right here, but I mean our neighbors in our county, they also practice doing that, because the less burden we put on the system, the more people can get power back. This is not a weather damage situation. This is a usage situation. Everybody all at once getting this Arctic blast, turning up that heat, and all the things they were doing to prep, filling their refrigerators up with groceries, their freezers, let me make sure I do all my laundry and wash all my clothes before the storm hits, and they just overwhelmed the power, and we didn't have enough, and it blew out some generators. Plus, the natural gas pipelines are frozen, and some of our generators are ran off of natural gas. So without that pipeline running, they can't get gas to run the generators. I wonder if people are going to file in court after this. There is a lot of talk about a lot of things. We've had 8 pass already due to combination. A lady and her 8-year-old daughter died from carbon monoxide poisoning. She got in her car and turned it on inside the garage, and she just cracked the bottom of the garage door thinking that would be enough to vent the carbon monoxide, but it did end up carbon monoxide poisoning 2 of her other children that did make it to the hospital, but herself and her 8-year-old passed. And then there's been 6 other people. There has been, it's all people, mostly people who trying to find creative ways to heat their houses, have caused a fire, which lost 3 children and a grandmother. And then two other adults and a child made it out. Yes. People were doing things like bringing their gas grills into the house to use it for heat, or running their oven, thinking, running your oven for an extended period of time does produce carbon monoxide. So it's a silent killer. You don't smell it. You don't, you just go to sleep and don't wake up.
What y'all using for like your lanterns?
It's kind of crazy. Sid's on the phone with some friends of ours. They live here in our county, and they're without power too. His daughter had power until this evening at where she was at in Lake Jackson. His parents have been without power for a couple of days as well. And they have older home that's like on blocks, so the wind gets under the house and it's not well insulated. So
yeah, we got so far.
So we're staying 50 degrees. We
got. When we had
I mean,
hurricane coming,
we're not going to die of hypothermia, but it's uncomfortable. But we have to be positive that how blessed we are. But there are people to be held accountable for this situation, because this is not a weather caused incident. This is a equipment and power management caused issue. So if we can have all these millions of homes in Texas running their ACs when it's 104 degrees outside, we should all be able to run our heaters when it's 4 degrees outside. So our second rate of storms is coming through, and it's going to be worse. And well, I'm blessed, Sarah. I mean, don't be sorry. I'm sorry for the people. Fortunately, it seems that a lot of people who are without a home are in the shelters. I think they said they had 800 people at the George R. Brown right now, which is in Houston. They have the National Guard offering transit, so they have them out here picking people or families up from locations they can't, if they can't get themselves to one of those warming stations or to one of those shelters. They're actually providing transportation, so they're using the National Guard for something positive over here. They have them all here, and they're helping not only the city deal with, if there is an issue, say a pipe bust, they'll help. They also are helping in running services that are needed to keep the shelters going. Like, they have capacity to run big, large kitchens, to feed these people, and So, and also, you put 800 people that don't know each other in a room. There's going to be disagreements. They're also trying to enforce social distancing. You have to get tested and be negative for COVID. I think they have a separate shelter for anyone positive to go to. So they're really thinking this through. But a county with 5 million people in it, it takes an army. Let's see what's happening here.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's stressful. I'm really worried about others. I'm really, I'm cold and I'm uncomfortable. And, I got out of the shower and just like, we have hot water. We didn't realize our hot water was still working. So we have hot water. We took a hot shower. We had been doing dishes by boiling water, but I still boiled water today just because it was heating the kitchen, like while the gas burners were running. So that was great. So we did that.
Yeah, just sitting here.
But
freezing. Earlier.
I went a little later than usual. So he actually went to sleep and took a nap in Sid's truck today while we were charging our phones. Yeah. It was nice to be warm. His back seat is big. Like I could stretch out, and I had a pillow and a blanket, and I was out there sleeping in the truck. But I've been really comfortable. Like, we leave the candles on, obviously safe distance from us, but it really does help a little bit with keeping it warm. We have 3 comforters, a really thick, what do you call this? What did I just drop? Oh, my inhaler. Where'd it go?
Well, shit, that's good, man. I need to get in there.
I dropped my inhaler, guys. Hey, West Haven, always and forever. Hey, new here. Love from Connecticut. Well, thank you. Welcome to hell here in Texas. You know what that cha-ching means, guys. No, it's not that it's full. It is gas, but we thought that it was like unpiloted, where it lit, where it had a spark igniter just when you turned it on, when it it turned on. So we thought it was electrically driven. So you had to have that igniter in order to fire up. It's a pilotless. So I mean, it is a piloted hot water tank. So it's on, which is great. What did that say?
Yeah, I'm not finding a place to.
Oh no, I missed the comment. Thank you for the share, West Haven. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. So I'm just chilling here, literally chilling, and just bundled up with my Virgin Mary blanket. But we have 3 comforters, a big giant one of these real kind of plush fuzzy blanket, and 1 hospital blanket. You've ever been in the hospital and they bring you those heated blankets I have one of those from one of my stays in the hospital. I love that thing. It is so warm. So warm. Thank you for the 5 thumbs. 2 people in a house. Where's the crowd at? I bet somebody else must be live. I didn't look before I went because I haven't been trying to use too much of my battery. Sid had me charged to 100% while I took a nap, and I am on my battery charger, which only has 2 bars, which I need to take that. Hubby cracked a joke. He said, literally chilling. Literally chilling. Hi, hubby. Y'all. This is bad. When you think about these kind of things, people going, and we're fortunate we still have water. There are a lot of places that don't have water either. And if they do have water, it's a boil notice.
It's going to be cold in the morning.
What's it supposed to be in the morning?
When did you lose power? Oh, shit.
40 hours without power is crazy. I got 2 pairs of pants, 3 shirts, 2 pairs of socks. And yes, I got my hoodie back on.
Oh, shit. All the rooms is freezing.
Yeah. They say because some of the pipes are busting, so contaminants are getting into the lines, even though some water's pushing through. So they want people to go ahead and boil their water.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah. Oh. I thought he was talking to me.
Well, you're on the service, and you got no service.
Oh, is that why he called you through Facebook?
Yeah.
I was like, who called you through Facebook? I'm not going to be on here too long. Just trying to take past time and let her know I'm okay, I'm alive. I'm upset with ERCOT. I'm upset with Senator Abbott, who dodged and weaved all the questions and had absolutely no answers for what he was going to do for the people, like for damage that's caused, because houses without heat, pipes freeze a lot easier. Oh, and what damage is caused by not anything. It's not Mother Nature created. This is a equipment failure issue on a broad scale, not just craziness. Hey, Maisie, how are you? We're still cold, but we're here. We are here.
I made like a double divider.
I'm glad you checked in. Oh, I told Sid, I was like, he did put a post on Facebook, but I don't think he tags me, but I don't know if everybody's on my Facebook. I know you are, Sarah, but
close all the doors.
But I don't like to make people worry. And I was telling Sid, I was like, it's funny that I will pop on live stream to let my friends know I'm okay more than I need to pick up a phone and call people and tell them I'm okay, because all my friends are on YouTube. 99% of my friends are on YouTube. So, it is what it is. Cold, cold, cold. Cold, cold, cold. I hope. They're saying we could be without power until this thing passes, which would be after Friday. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yes, for over 40 hours now, Maisie. And it has not gotten out of the teens. It hasn't gotten warmer than in the teens, and it's supposed to drop even lower tonight. This is the second wave of Arctic storm that we have coming through now.
Yeah.
They're saying it's going to go through Friday, so we may have 2 more days of this. If it keeps dropping 10 degrees per day in my house, by the end of this, it'll be 30 degrees in here, and then we'll have a problem.
Brandy.
I can deal with 50. Hey, Russian. But in summer, everyone runs AC, so Texas. They said they turn off part of the production of electricity during the winter because we don't really have this kind of use or need for this abundance of electricity. So, but being that the weather system had been joking, they've been knowing that this was coming for weeks because my husband was told on Thursday that he wouldn't be working this week. So we knew this was coming and they knew it was coming. They should have had that equipment up and running, producing electricity long before it hit here. They had every bit of a fair warning that this was coming to prepare for it. They knew they were going to have extreme burden on the system because everyone would be with that stay-home orders and using heat and doing all the home things that normally people aren't doing. And almost every restaurant is without power as well.
Is pizza, they delivering pizza? We'll probably order some pizza, huh?
I don't... Who's delivering pizza?
I don't know.
My husband's crazy. Call Papa John's and see if they're delivering. Hello, 5 people in the chat. 7 thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs. You know I love the thumbs.
Oh, okay.
All the things. I'm cold and PO'd in Texas.
Yeah, that's cool.
Over 40 hours without heat or electricity. Your girl is not happy. It was really hard to get our butts out of that shower. It was like so warm in there. You're like, oh. But we don't have the tankless hot water tank, so it won't just stay warm.
Look.
And it's in the attic. It's in the attic, so it's in the cold up there.
Oh yeah.
So you seeing your new fireplace? I was thinking about that. If we put a curtain. Okay. Crazy. Yeah, we are mad. Hey, Big Simple.
Damn, you've been nice and warm in there.
They have heat. We're going to their house.
Yeah, it's generators. We got a plug.
Well, shit. We're going to Russell's house. We're going to his house.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, Big Simple. How are you? Still not clear why electric plants were not brought up online. All reasons sound a bit fishy to me. Russian, the one thing that struck as fishy to me is how much talk on Twitter there was about the cost of per megawatt of $11,000. I don't care how much it costs you. People are dying because you turned off their power. It didn't get damaged line. It didn't just go out. You intentionally turned it off. Strategically. And then said, oh, we're going to do roving blackouts. Why my lights went out 40 hours ago, I ain't had no lights back since. So I don't know what roaming is to them, but this isn't roaming at all. And they did also mention, I had to order Domino's when we lost power during the ice storm. Well, Sid went out earlier to try to find, I'm cold, Big Simple, I'm cold. Because they don't have power either. Not all restaurants have generators. So there he found 2 places opened, and they were lines like down the street. to wait to try to get in line to get something to eat. If you're new in the chat and you're in the bushes, if you could give me the thumbs. I'm actually south of Houston, Big Simple. I'm in Brazoria County. So they're not really caring about us much, but they're working on Houston really, really hard. But yeah, there's a lot of talk about the cost per megawatt. And I think that someone didn't want to reach in their pocket to keep us in power for this time. And there is 2.2 million families in the state of Texas with no power. Newborn babies, every hotel room you could even get at the salty rent an hour by the hour type of place is rented that has a generator. If those hotels that have generators are at capacity, they are full. So if you have the ability, even our insurance agent was trying to say they were talking about offering us a hotel room because part of the reason we can't heat our house is because the lightning affected our fireplace. So we can't use it because it surged and melted the igniter board that lets, so even with the battery backup, we can't light our gas insert. We would have, be able to at least heat this room. Yes, all downtown buildings were lit yesterday evening. Did you see all that power they were wasting in Dallas, Russian, at the for Valentine's Day? They had all the big hearts and all. I mean, it was just like lit up for the holiday. And I'm like, that's power that we needed for people freezing to death. We needed that power. That, you know what? Valentine, people are dying from this. It's crazy. Turn off all the big fancy hotels with all the bells and whistles and stop draining, let's just get, people heat and light. It's like I said, I've unplugged every non-essential piece of equipment in my house to prevent, if the lights do come back on, surging any extra power usage that we don't need. So any TVs that we can't watch TV because it blew all our TVs up anyway, but we have them unplugged from the outlets. We unplugged any like lamps and just things that were plugged in, toasters and pressure cookers, KitchenAid, all that kind of stuff, because it does use power even if you're not using it. Lamps, anything.
Yeah. Well, I got 30 hours PTO or so.
So that's what's going on over here. Just frosty. I'm actually on YouTube, or I'd share my link, see if anybody want to come up, but I'm not on StreamYards. Womp womp. I haven't used StreamYards for my telephone in a long time, since like before I was monetized.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Cray. Well, I hope you guys are all staying warm and safe and happy, and things are good for you. Make it make sense. AKA Sylvia, can you get in your car for heat for a while? Yes, we have done that, and also to charge our cell phones. I guess I will ask at least Texas Senator and House of Representatives in my district, those that aren't in Austin, for accountability. Yeah, everybody's trying to have Greg Abbott's head right now. They are not happy. And we also want answers from ERCOT.
Yeah. All right, we gotta be careful. All right.
Yeah, that carbon monoxide is very dangerous. But my cars are in the driveway. They're not in the garage. My garage is filled with Macari products to sell. So anybody's hadn't checked out my Macari store. Woo-hoo-hoo. Or you can always just ask, and I could do a direct sell for you here through my YouTube channel and save the fees. Big Simple, we really got more frozen ice. But we did get a little snow, maybe a couple inches, but it's the ice. It's all the wetness that froze because our ground temperature is so high here. It stays right warm as soon as that rain hit the ground, but then the cold air came behind it and froze it. So more than the snow coming from the sky, it froze the ice on the wet ground. We did get a little bit. Kids got to play. This is like the first time anybody probably under the age of 15 in Texas has seen real snow. Well, at least in the Houston area. North Houston, the Panhandle, West Texas, they see more snow than we do in this region, the Gulf Coast region of Texas. We're only about 30 miles from the Gulf of Mexico, where we live here. But yeah, you up north, they get a lot more than us. I bet he don't get really. I'm gonna be surprised if he does because they are really dropping the ball on this. He wants to say Urquhart, 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 but you know what? Why aren't you? I mean, he's talking to them, of course, but I say worry about pointing fingers later. Just get us lights now. Like whose fault it is, I could give a crap less at this point. I want a plan of how you're gonna fix it. We can discuss all the other things. Yeah, that was a weather update saying Southwest Texas braces for second wave of Arctic freezing temperatures. Driveways all ice and power. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry, Maisie. You're all sliding all over the place here in St. Louis. Oh my gosh. And people in Texas are not, especially down here, they don't know how to drive in this. But they did say they only had 15 accidents reported in Harris County today, which we see 15 accidents on our way to work in the morning usually. So knock on wood, that is a very blessed number. So we'll take that, and I hope people continue to heed the caution. Yeah, we'll worry about the fault later. Like we can sit and point fingers tomorrow. J Dog's in the house. Hey J Dog, how are you? Welcome to the party. We're doing our best, and we're over 40 hours with no power, and it is literally like I don't know 12 degrees outside. I'm new here. Maryland has been lucky, but snow and ice is coming Thursday. Hey Jesse Miller, unboxing and more. Oh, I love unboxings. I'm going to check you out for sure. Feel free to join the family. I have a join button, but I just meant become a subscriber. If you want to hit the join button, you're welcome to do that too. But I was just simply asking that you become a member of the family. We have a really tight-knit family here, in fact, that if one of us comes up missing on YouTube, we all start looking for them. Like someone's been gone for 2 days. We haven't seen them in a chat. Haven't seen them on anybody's live streams. It's time to find out what's going on. What kind of unboxings do you do, Jesse? What do you unbox? I'm curious. I have 2 videos of me opening Pokemon cards. That's cool. That's a good unboxing. I have a ton. I am sorry. I haven't had power for so long. How long haven't you had power? I've been over 40 hours now. It's awful. We are going to have another storm come in on Friday, and that will be all snow. Then more snow Monday and Tuesday next week. Oh gosh, Maisie. Maisie, aren't you up in the New England area? If I'm not mistaken. I love unboxings. In fact, I have some videos to edit of when I got the 2 Target palettes. I need to unbox them. And then the Amazon return palette, which I will never buy one again ever, just for the record. Awful, we are going to got that one. Hope your power will be restored to me too. Subscription boxes mainly, a lot of self-care, lifestyle, crystal science, stationery, fandoms, a huge variety. Well, that's awesome. I'm going to be doing some unboxing of resale products that I'm purchasing, like pallets of Target overstock, that kind of stuff. I got a huge costume palette, two huge costume palettes, and in that I got a ton of like Disney, Mario, like superheroes, Marvel comics, just a ton of that kind of stuff. A Toy Story, but then I got a lot of traditional Halloween ones, which I'll keep around. Do I sell them? Yes, I do. I am going to begin listing them in the description box of the unboxing videos. I will put some batches in there at prices that are different than my Mercari store because, of course, on my Mercari store, I have to sell them to where the fees don't disturb the profit. Also, we're careful about the shipping costs too. Coast of Maine, that's what I thought, Maisie. I love unboxings too, I don't know. I buy them from another reseller who buys by the truckload. And so when he gets a whole truckload and And he strictly does brand new Target overstock. He doesn't buy those return stuff that's all half of it's junk. Believe me, I got one of those pallets before. Um, and his are unmanifested, so he'll let you look at the top couple boxes to kind of see what's in there. So when we got the Halloween, we got 2 pallets, and because I knew like right now Halloween's not big, but always you can sell the like Disney princess outfits for dress up, and a lot of the kids, anything that would be like a themed birthday party from like Party City, those sell for like a birthday outfit, that kind of thing. Someday in the future, I will be doing what's in the box challenge and reptiles. Ooh, nice snakes and stuff. Nah. You want to try Macari? Yes. The only thing to look to make sure you keep your mind on is you want to send things that are 16 ounces or less. That's the only way shipping makes sense. Otherwise, it's $10+. You just have to really look at shipping costs. I have seller pays or buyer pays shipping, but you have to price your item whether it still makes sense to purchase it. So if you've got hi Jen, how are you? Welcome to live stream. You've never heard of Macari? I know you do, Sarah. Remember I sent you a package before. Yeah, so like say it's a $35 costume at retail. If I sell it for $20 and they have to pay $5 in shipping, it makes make sense for them to get the $10 discount, even though it's a brand new product. But if you know what I mean? If it's not making it a good deal for them, they're going to include the cost of shipping in that item. So if you start getting the bigger things, like I have comforter sets, I have little kids, like tent. I did a video not too long ago on a live stream where I played kind of like a tour of the product that we have. If you want to go back, I'll go back and list that video in the description box on this video. So if you really wanted to go back, you could see. I do have a bunch of grocery hauls also filmed. I just finally got, you know what, I could have been doing. My computer will eventually run out of power. But I actually could be doing some of those editings that I need to do while we're sitting here with no power.
My truck has power.
I just charge up my laptop and then bring it back in here and use it and then take it back out and charge it up again. I could be, yeah. We could be doing that, y'all. So, that's the plan. Maybe I'll get some of those because I have a bunch. The house right now is 50 degrees or so. It varies. Going to work on a puzzle. I would love to have a puzzle to work on right now. That would be awesome. Be fun just to have a channel doing unboxings. Would be, wouldn't it? Uh-oh. Did I do something to somebody?
I might have to make a trip to like Hobby Lobby tomorrow.
Let's see. I got blankets. I got 3 shirts, 2 pants, 2 pairs of socks. I have 16 candles, no pun intended, lit, and it's actually warm in this room pretty good. Bye, J-Dog. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay warm.
Need to go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow.
Yeah, we're layering. If they have power. What do you want to get at Hobby Lobby?
Oh, shit. Candles and maybe find some puzzles or something.
Oh. We'll have to see how the roads are. We're going to have to find more candles. That's all there is to it, because I know it's, especially if you don't know exactly what's in the box, it makes it more fun that way too. You open the box and you're like, what's in the box? And you don't know. So it's even more exciting. Hey, James. Thank you for the share. Appreciate you, family. How are you guys? I saw, I think Sam posted that y'all don't have power either. We haven't had power for over 40 hours now, James. It's cold in here. And we're in an Arctic storm, so it's, like frosty. I stole Sid's hoodie. Sorry, not. Sorry, not sorry. Anybody doing anything else exciting? Oh, you do have power on now? That's good. I'm glad you got it back. I learned today that ordering generic natural gas generators will take 3 or 4 months to be installed. We were looking at those earlier at the natural gas generators, babe. Remember? Sid was looking at them. Yeah, we have ice and snow. Not as much snow as ice, but um, it got down to like 5 degrees last night. And thank you, Jen. Thank you for sharing. Um, I don't know what it's supposed to get down to tomorrow, but in the digits, single digits again.
It's all about them digits over here.
What's the temp outside, babe? James Guppy's in the house. I always giggle when he goes to somebody's live stream and they call him James Guppy or Gippy. I got 7 in the house and 15 thumbs up. Thank you for all the thumbs. Appreciate the thumbs. It is 32 degrees outside right now. Feels like 26. Our house has kind of lost about 10 degrees of temperature like each day. So if we get down into the 40s tomorrow, me and Mother Nature are going to have a conversation. Can't believe it's colder there than in Maryland. It is dropping to 22 here tonight, though. Yeah, it's going to be the single digits here, which for Texas is, like this is record breaking. It hasn't happened in over 100 years. 100 years. At least in my part of the states. I know that up in Dallas, they get a lot more of this kind of weather than we do down here. Texas is a big state, and it's all different. From weather in El Paso to down in Brownsville, McAllen, and Houston, Austin, Dallas, is all different. Crazy state.
Oh, my cousin.
I'll say crazy for Texas. It is crazy in Texas, huh?
My cousin got COVID. That's why she went to the hospital.
Another one has COVID?
It was her birthday yesterday, and she went in the hospital for COVID.
On her birthday? Oh my gosh, that's awful. Wouldn't that suck to get put in the hospital on your birthday for the Rona? Well, too many events. Last one, Harvey, perhaps. Yeah, we expect the hurricane season here. We know that. And that's why we're thinking about getting the propane generator because, we have hurricane season we have to make it through. There's just, a lot of different things. We also kind of been toying with the solar situation, but you can do a combination of solar and generator. So even better.
I have a whole week without no pay.
You have PTO. Stop it. San Antonio and Big Bend National Park. Oh, that's cool. San Antonio's pretty. Like the river walk. We're lucky the storm on September went down the other state. Yeah. I come in panel and the show. I'm not saying that, Jen. Jen's being bad. She's trying to get me to say bad words. Are you in my chat, babe? Shame on you. My own husband's not in my chat. And he know I need that watch time. Not saying that word. It's not happening. Not happening, Jen. I saw the river walk during the spring one year. Beautiful. Yes, it is. Leonard Duke, hey. We could use some of your music. Give us a reason to get the portable speaker up and running. We'll be playing some music a little bit later. We played 3 games of Sorry last night. Sid won. Leonard, we are 40 plus hours without power and down in the teens and single digits here in Houston, Texas. Yes, I think they are bad and used in the wrong contents. Hi, Adventures with Carl.
We're in the teens.
Huh?
We're in the teens.
Well, yeah, thank the Lord we ain't in the teens yet. We will be. It's hard to get out of that bed because it was so warm and we were like all snuggled in there, sleeping with all the clothes. What matter with you? I'm not saying bad words. If there's anything I can do, let me know. Got a generator you can run by? That'd be great, Leonard. You could play me some music. It will warm up my heart. Hey, Nell. Got a lot of sale on Macari today. I didn't even tell you all the Nike stuff.
What?
I sold all the Nike stuff.
Thank God.
It just got the notification. You didn't hear the cha-ching a little while ago? What'd you retract, Cooking with Autism? I didn't catch it. Hey, Nell. How are you doing? Oh, it's not Adventures with Carl. It's Adventures with Cell. Sorry. Well, you are weird, Tony. You don't live there anymore. I don't live here anymore. What do you mean? I'm not weird. I'm not weird. I'm just not going to say that word. You're trying to trick me into saying. I hope you didn't underprice. I don't think I did. They were used items, so I think I did those shoes though, Nell, for sure. I really did the Under Armour tennis shoes for sure. Because literally, yeah, the cha-ching, that's fun. Yes. When literally I was posting the next item and I got those sold. And I saw that same person liked the Under Armour clothing that I posted. So I have a feeling, and I didn't let them you know how they will automatically lower the price. Music, I haven't been on in a while. Well, it's about that time then, isn't it, Leonard Duke? Because we miss your music. We miss your music. We will use some battery life on our phones for that, for your music. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. I'm sure I did. I do not live there on the golf course anymore. You moved, Jen? Hey, twin. How are you doing? Oh, I know, Aisha. It's been 40 hours without electricity. It's cray. We do still have hot water, and we still have the ability to cook on our gas stove. Not our oven because it has an electronic panel, but our stove itself, we can light with our barbecue lighter. And I made a delicious pot roast with potatoes and gravy. It was delicious. It was yummy. Actually, I still have some right there. It was really good. I just put it in my Dutch oven, and it not only did it cook, but it also like kind of heated up the house a little bit. And I have 16 candles running, Aisha, so that's helping heat up the room. Here, guys. And we're sleeping here in the living room on our guest bedroom mattress. We drug in here and we have all of our candles there on the bookcases, and we have more candles around the room. We have some back there in the kitchen. And believe it or not, there's one on the breakfast table. But believe it or not, these candles, when we light them, wow, I know, 16. And we didn't do it intentionally, like 16 candles. It is super cold here as well. Our kitchen pipe froze. Oh my goodness, Aisha, I'm sorry. Being 40 hours with no power, with the temperature below freezing, is miserable. But we are blessed because we can cook, we can take hot showers, we can wash our dishes, we can cook our food. And because our garage, we have a fridge and a freezer out there, we've been able to preserve things from not going bad because our fridge hasn't been on. But what we always do during hurricane season is fill up 2-liter bottles of water and put them in the bottom of our deep freeze. We let those freeze solid as a rock. So then when the power went off, we went and got several and stuck them in the inside fridge to keep the refrigerator as cold as possible. And it's looking like we probably need to trade them out for some fresh bottles because they're starting to thaw. But if we don't get power back at some point tomorrow, which they're saying it could be Friday before we have power, then we're going to have to start transferring stuff to the outside. Because we could literally unplug our fridge and freezer outside. The garage is cold enough that it would keep that equipment cold without any electricity to it. Well, it is. They are staying cold. Everything's solid frozen out there. You guys.
Remember that song?
We have a.
Remember that song? Solid as a rock.
Shh. Anyways, Russian. We do have a fireplace, but the caveat to this whole debacle, what is called 2021, which we thought was going to be better than 2020, and I would like my money back on my trial membership. Thank you very much. Lightning hit our house last Thursday. And when it hit our house, it burned out our alarm system, our garage door opener system, our Ring doorbell, security system panels, both in and out, all the cable, all the boxes, all the TVs. And there are multiple. The only TV it didn't blow out is our smallest one in the baby's room, worth absolutely cents. But all of our new TVs, our 75, our 58, 55, they burn all those TVs out. And we're in the process of having an insurance claim. And because we're struck by lightning, this company called Strike Check, we're supposed to come tomorrow so they could come evaluate so we could get a check to replace all our TVs and all our items. But guess what? No power to check the system. So it's going to take even longer. So the fact that we have no power is not affecting much of our ability, but the internet. We did have the cable company came out and replaced all the boards for the cable system. So our cable and internet were working when the power went out, but we still were not able to use our alarms. There's some lights that look like disco strobe lights. It's crazy. It's just a lot of things, like a lot of our surge protectors. And a lot of people keep saying, why didn't you have your stuff on surge protectors? We did. Problem is, the
don't really matter.
The lightning traveled through the HDMI cords through the cable service. So anything connected to our cable system, which our alarm panel was because it runs through, the doorbell was because it runs on it's all interwired. So anything that traveled through that alarm panel and our cable system, it affected those things. It didn't get my fridge, which I know Vermont Paint was very sad about that in Hillbilly. But I'm trying to think what else it got. The garage door, the alarm system, the cable system, the fireplace has a little electronic igniter. And it has like safety things. So if that igniter doesn't click,
low voltage.
From 120 to low. Yeah. It's a low voltage thing. And so you can put batteries in it as a backup to manually start it. Yes, I know. The odds are crazy, right? Hi, Vermont. I know you're sad the fridge lived. So we cannot use the fireplace. It won't, you can't manually start it. We've called the manufacturer. We've watched YouTube videos. We've tried to look up every kind of way to try to get it. Because if we had that fireplace working right now, we would be living the good life because we could sleep right here in front of it and be nice and roasty, toasty, warm. Yeah. So thank you, lightning. Because there is a manual way to start the fireplace without electricity, but it's burn up because of the lightning. Y'all, if you would have seen me, if I would have been like on a live panel that morning when that alarm woke me from a dead sleep, when the lightning hit, it sounded like a bomb went off in my backyard. The alarms in the house are all going off. Everything's beeping. Smoke alarms, CO2 monitors, the actual burglar alarm, everything's like, wow, wow, wow. And it's loud. So I'm running around here, how you just woke up and you wake up in a sheer panic and you're like running all around the house, in a t-shirt and underwear. And, I'm on the phone with Sid, cussing him out, F you and this and that, and get your, fix it. I was like, hey, Venom, I haven't seen you in a long time. Vermont hates the fridge. He swears that fridge is evil and it comes to tear down and ruins his computer system. So him and Hillbilly both in coots on that one. They even got TR, I think, in on the mix at one point. Haters. That's what they are. They're mad because the fridge is more famous than they are. Anyways, so I'm running around the house. I call the people at the alarm place and I'm like, I need this noise to stop. Like I looked in the attic. There is no fire. I don't know. It was a thunderstorm. I didn't know it was lightning at that point. We found out it was lightning when Sid got home, talked to the neighbor, and she saw it hit, and it knocked out their cable too. So she actually saw it with her full on eyes. Well, it didn't hit the ground because lightning comes from the ground up. So anyway, crazy, crazy, crazy situation. So that happened on Thursday. Now this is just icy. Sorry, manual thing didn't work. I have an older gas. Yeah, totally. We really tried. We were like, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way, but there's nothing that isn't outside of like cutting the gas line and lighting the end of it on fire, which I don't think is a good plan. Don't do that if you're listening. That was a joke. Don't do that. We've got 15 in the chat and we got 20 thumbs up. If we can get the thumbs up, we appreciate it. Yeah, I knew. I mean, I wish. You never plan for this kind of stuff. And we had a smart home. So our Google, oh yes, what else? Our Google, all of our Bluetooth light switches, all of our Bluetooth light bulbs, all of those things are not communicating. So, we used to just say, hey, turn on pocket lights, and pocket lights would come on, Now we have to actually, well, we can't even turn a switch if we wanted to, but when the power was on, we would have to actually walk to a light switch, which we haven't done in like 4 years. So, times are hard. Remember the days when you just have to get up to turn the TV? Well, if that happened, we'd really be in a bad spot. Imagine that. That's why people had kids, though. They're like, hey, go turn the TV to channel 8. That's what we did before remotes. Hence the reason my daughter was 2 years old and already knew how to use a VCR. She watched Roger Rabbit and Drop Dead Fred about 1,000 times. Shush your face. You know what that is. And you know what a cassette tape and an 8-track is, sir. Sid's birthday's in 2 days, y'all. 2 more days till Sid's birthday. I wonder what he wants for his birthday.
Electricity.
I knew he was going to say that. Electricity. We might be buying him a generator for his birthday. You can't buy a generator here right now, like nowhere. We hear several of them running like around the neighborhood, people that have generators. So they've probably already had them prior, but we're gonna work on that. Anybody else had great hopes for 2021 being better than 2020 and are really disappointed as of so far? I know we still have, the Rona running around and stuff like that, but, just so much has happened already. So supposedly if you had the regular Rona, you were not supposed to be able to catch the new Rona. And now there's been a few people who have caught the new Rona after they already had the old Rona. They didn't think that was supposed to be happening. So now they have doubts of the prevention even working on the new Rona. Crazy talk. We shall see. Oh, they must be overseas. I don't know what day it is anymore. What day is it? Tuesday? Because someone just said Wednesday, but I realized it must be overseas. Because it could be Wednesday for them already. Because not everybody is in our time zone. That comes on the internet, onto the YouTube streets. So how is everyone else doing? Since we just seem to be having just a chain of events over here, I'm hoping everyone else is having much better luck. Much better luck. We are making the best of our time, though. I did get beat by Sid at Sorry yesterday twice, so that happened. We broke out the board games. That's how bored we were yesterday.
You didn't want to. You were crying at first.
I was not excited about it. I'm like, great, we're going to play board games. It wore on me after a little bit, and then I was like, all right, let's play board games. And we had a good time. Except for he cheated. He got 3 sorries, like like within a couple cards of each other. 3 sorries. I call. And he shuffled. Yes. I said that's sus. Would y'all say that's sus? Definitely suspect, right? When he shuffled and gets 3 sorry cards. I'm sorry, I call. I call it. I call it.
You watch me shuffle right then and there.
Yeah, but you got some secret shuffle
Oh, yeah,
action that I don't know
I
about.
should be in Las Vegas then. But I'm that good.
You were in Las Vegas and you lost us how many $1,000 because you didn't play the extra dollar. We don't want to talk about it. It was on our wedding day. He was playing 3-card poker and he didn't put his dollar up on for the bonus. And he got a good hand. And he would have won like thousands of dollars. Yeah. And he didn't play the dollar. He didn't know he doesn't really play poker. He doesn't really play cards that much. But it was like, it's one of those things. It happens. Anybody else got anything exciting going on tonight? Besides listening to me whine about not having any power. Anybody? Bueller? What do you want for breakfast tomorrow, babe? There's a conversation, right? What do you want for breakfast tomorrow, babe? Menudo? I made homemade menudo. I made it a little too hot. Spicy. So now he doesn't really want to eat it, I don't think. Eleven people in the chat. 22 thumbs up. Thank you for all the thumbs. I appreciate them thumbs. I hope everyone is having a great evening. Well, it is running here after 9, so I guess I will start wrapping this up for the evening, unless anyone has anything exciting they want to talk about. I will be happy to discuss. I tried to sell photos of Sid walking around. Firelight. I was missing the chat. We have really become spoiled Americans. We really have, Aisha. Oh my God. Sorry, laughing here about the struggle. The TVs and the lights. Old school. But yeah, I know. I've been missing all these comments. Greetings from Canada. Hope things get turned back on soon. Seeing some scary stories about elderly people being in real trouble. Yes, Hash, they have. I have not had any sale this week. I was doing better last year. Oh. Cooking with autism. I'm with you. Can't imagine smart devices. Hey, Andrew. No, we do not have power. It is better. Don't count 2021 out, friend. This is what we call inconvenient blessings. Okay. Hey, Andrew. How are you? Sarah's cold. Andrew. I saw that movie, I Am Legend. I like that movie. Cold. Yes, it is cold. You staying warm? I'm doing my best. That is a good movie, Nell. Hi, Andrew. How about a puzzle? We just talked about when we go tomorrow to find candles, finding some more puzzles. Normal day of crud and snow and age. I had to snow blow again. I see that inconvenient blessing. Sid got to play board games and you enjoyed it. I know, twin. Gotta have blessings. We luckily have a power here in 77386, preparing kids for sleep, although no school so far. Yes. Stack the deck. I think he did. Poker between Tony and Sid. Oh, no. I'm good. I am whining, though. I played strip poker on the ice once, but it was put clothes on, not off. I sat on the couch all day. Matt said, "What happened?" Matt, we haven't had power in over 40 hours. It's hella cold here in Texas. We have an Arctic blast here, and it's cold. So we're trying to stay warm. Eating dill pickles, sunflower seeds. Nothing good right now. Oh, Sarah. Laughing at Bruce. Twin. Vermont, one word. Burr. Yep, cooking. Laughing at Vermont. Use the grill, make pizza. We only have charcoal, Andrew. Daisy gets fixed in the morning. Oh, I bet she's going to love that. Can you see me? You need a topic. Oh, I don't do topics. I have to go for now. Thank you. It was nice meeting you, Jesse Miller. What are you going to do when it comes back on, Tony? Put everything back where it goes. You are way behind. I'm happy to see you guys. I'm definitely praying for everyone. I pray it comes on. Thank you, Aisha. I know. I just found that out. I didn't see my chat wasn't moving. Jump for joy. Cooking with autism. Jumping to stay warm. Huh?
Our internet is slow today.
Nell Core, what are you selling? I'd love to support you. Nell and I selling on Macari. I need to go look at her store again, what she sells. But I'm doing mostly Disney costumes, Marvel, that kind of superhero stuff. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. Was still thinking about the strip poker on ice. Look in the mail soon. I'm sending this crazy cat down to you. No, you won't. The Hillbilly versus Tony board games. Oh, Lord, that would be a board game. So we need to add puzzles and candles. Cookie sheets and board games as well. That would be, and a generator. Oh, if we could find one of those, I would pay bundles of money. Nice meeting you. Bathe first, long hot shower. We have hot water, Vermont. Okay, I think I caught up. Fabric and things out of closets. Yeah, I cleaned out all of Zane's clothes that didn't fit, and he only comes yes. Sid wants electric for his birthday, and that's in 2 days. So hopefully by his birthday we'll have electric. I just went through Zane's closet because he only comes every other week for 2 days. He never wears them. Oh, and paintings, of course. Of course. Now, do you sell your paintings good on there? Sid, look for a welder like I said. You might be surprised. You can use a welder as a generator, babe. He's playing pool and ignoring me. I will if I have power. If I have an oven. Size 4 is in high demand. Size 4, like kids or women's or... Hey, Simple Living with Raina. How are you? Oh, thank you for the prayers. I will, Andrew, if we have the power back on. Making big old giant cowboy breakfast. Oh, shoes? Oh, Andrew's saying. I don't know what size 4 of what now. Man, I've been watching this other YouTuber that... Hey, Marie Six! How are you?
Warmer than us.
Yeah, I really had higher hopes for it, too. I don't sell many original, but yes. The toddlers. Okay. Texas power outages all over our news. It should be all over everybody's news. These people have dropped the bomb. The ball. They dropped it all the way. Dropped it. Hey, Kentucky. Hello, everyone. How is the weather there? Cold. Absolutely ridiculously cold. And with no lights and heat, it makes it even worse. We are 40 hours with no power. Well, over that now. They knew it was coming, and that's what I said. They said, oh, because just imagine how much power we use in the summer here when it's 100 degrees and every single person is running their AC at 69 degrees. They can't. They power that just fine. They say they take those generators offline during the winter months because we don't have as high demand. But you knew the storm was coming. It should have been winterized. And where is the nearest Home Depot to you, Tony? Missouri City.
Believe me, everything's probably there.
Missouri City, Texas. My sis is in Missouri. Yeah, I found a jackery. I like the little jackeries. I found one on Amazon, but it wouldn't come until way after the cold is gone. I've always wanted those, but I want to get one with the solar panel you can set out. So, if you don't wait to recharge it, you can recharge it with the solar.
You think all that stuff when this shit happens.
Right. But we don't have cold issues here. Like, we usually have, like, hurricane situations here. How close are you from Kentucky? I'm in South Texas.
Kentucky chicken?
No, Kentucky State. Silly. You say Kentucky chicken. Missouri State. No, we got Missouri City is a place here that's close to us. I don't know you had a channel, Aisha advertising your live, hitting that big S now. Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that. Simple Living. I will repay the respects when I am off my live stream. Gas heater, but it makes your house smell, but it keeps you warm. Kerosene heater. Well, we were talking about the CO2 problems with some of those. You need a 6-foot cord for your phone. I have a 10-foot cord for my phone.
It ain't 10, it's about 6 foot.
It said 10 on the package. I've seen negative 50. Hey, positive pusher. I've seen negative 50 wind chill here, and I'm still not used to it. I can't even imagine. Remember when we had Hurricane Ellis? It was in the summer. We were without power for 6 to 7 days. That's awful. Aisha, that's terrible. Hey, positive pusher. How are you? Misfits and Dreamers, how are you doing? Very cold state. Well, welcome to Texas, acting like it's New York State. Being crazy down here. Yes, I actually, not on Amazon. I found it at the Dollar General when I was getting my Rona test. My phone was dying. I was waiting hours. I didn't have a cord for my phone, so I ran over there to buy one. And that only one they had for my type of phone, which is a Samsung, was 10 foot. Now saying hey to positive. Kentucky, laugh out loud. If you were closer, I would bring you a generator. Well, thank you, Kentucky. Appreciate. Hello, Aisha from the Positive Pusher. Vermont says ding. So you found a generator where? Or did you find a welder? He said ding. He did something. Oh. I think if I look at it, though, it's going to take me off. I have to look on it after. Dang, wait. Did I sell more stuff on Macari? Cha-ching. Oh, I already knew that one. There are a lot of people looking at that. Okay. I have to look after. Can you send it to Sid? Do you have Vermont on any of your social media? Do you have Sid on your Facebook, Vermont? Just go to mine and you can find him through my friends. Because you're my friend, you can see my friends. And you can send him a friend request. And you can send him the ding. The ding for the thing. Where am I at? Welder generator in Home Depot. Hey, Carolina Hillbilly. How are you? Okay, what did I miss here? Positive Pusher, are you here in Texas? 6 to 9 inches of snow. Good Lord. I'm cold and in the dark. Texas winter storm problems. That's what I'm having. That's what I'm having here too. I haven't had electricity in 40 hours. Over 40 hours. 2 misses and dreamers. I heard you got 1 to 2 foot of snow recently. Oh my goodness. Ice storm here. Not lose power. That's a blessing. We don't have hurricanes, so there was not a way to prepare. So they called it straight line wind. Oh well. Hey now. Welder generator in Home Depot. I am awake, Mr. Hillbilly. How are you? That past your beauty rest time? Andrew, yes, looking like another one. Thursday, yeah, we're getting another one. It's heading in right now. Hillbilly, you warm enough. New York Times put out a map and over half of the country is cold. Like Florida is in the 50s and it's 6 degrees here. Oh my goodness, Aisha, that's cold too. Carolina, saying hello to Vermont. I do not know, but this snow better be gone by my birthday. When's your birthday? Hey, Carolina. Leonard Duke's in the house. Is this the record winter snow at Misses and Dreamers? Let's see. Yep. She is by you, Tony. Oh, okay. I'm south of Houston, Positive Pusher. In Alabama, we got ice and snow. Luckily, the power stayed on. That is a blessing. Slightly living. Ding, Sid. Check your Facebook. No, but close, Andrew. Hey, Hilly Billy. He says, howdy, y'all. Hi, Joy. Howdy, y'all. What'd you have for supper, Hillbilly? Did you have some Duke's mayo on something for dinner? I made a pot roast with potatoes, and I slow cooked it to do 2 things. Heat up the house and make some dinner. It was delicious. I mean, it was falling apart. It was perfect. I did it in my Dutch oven. It's a big cast iron ceramic pot. Real heavy duty. It is awesome. Awesome. I don't know why my chat keeps going off. Okay. People don't always look at welders as power. April 3rd. Well, happy early birthday. Howdy, Carolina. Hey, Andrew. We're supposed to have more storms tonight and Thursday. And we were without lights since Sunday night and finally got some electricity 3 this afternoon. Needless to say, they just turned the lights. I haven't had power for over 40 hours and doesn't look like they're looking at our area to even get us power anytime soon. Hello, everyone from Joy. Hey, Carolina from Aisha. Hey, The Right's Way. How are you? Oh, it's off again, Positive Pusher? Oh, my gosh. I hope you were able to get your house a little more toasty so that when it went back off, you had a little more time warm. I had buns on the grill. Oh, burgers on the grill. Okay. Hillbilly, I think she might has an excuse to cheat on keto. I haven't been on keto, Marie 6, for a minute. You should see that in these big cheekies I got right here. Hey, Aisha from Leonard Duke. Wow, Positive, I'm praying for you. Sorry, I need to run. Good luck. Night, all. Much peace. Good night, Vermont. Hello, Leonard Duke from Misfits and Dreamers. See you, Vermont from Marie. Heads up, pizza is great cooked on a grill for anyone in chat. We only have a charcoal grill, so it would take a long time to be out there to get those coals hot. How are you, Leonard Duke? Miss Aisha is asking how you're doing. Good night, Vermont, says Sarah. Everybody saying good night, Vermont, from Marie 6, Misfits and Dreamers. Hi there, from Leonard Duke. Hey, Joy, says Aisha. Welder for power. How in the world does that work? Apparently, it provides power because you have to be able to plug another piece of equipment into it to use it with some other pieces of equipment, but that also you can use it as a generator at the same time. It's a mess, Aisha, but we are good and grateful. That's what I said, positive pusher. I mean, we could be worse. We could, have to be at a warming center or something like that. We're home, cold, but, maybe we're uncomfortable, but we are fine. Hello, beautiful lady. Aisha, says Joy. How do you use a welder for power? Like I said, it generates power to plug in another piece of equipment. He explained it earlier, but I didn't really know what he's talking about, but I get the premise of what he's saying. It runs on gas, and it's meant for you to plug in another piece of equipment to it so that you could. Leaves a topic and says good night. I know. Good work. Good looking out there, Vermont paint. Tonidamian, stay safe. Hope you get your power on soon. Saying prayers for you. Thank you so much, Misfits and Dreamers. Positive. I'm happy to hear that you're making the best of it. Oh, no. Hillbilly tempted you to try some good food. Peer pressure. Yes, it was Hillbilly's fault. All Hillbilly's fault. Leonard Duke, we're doing the same over here. Are you on the roads, Leonard? I just lost connection. Oh, now I got it back. You stood up and interfered with my signal.
Put your little hoodie thing on.
No. Put that on. Where are you going? Okay. You must ask for permission. How is my buddy Zane? Hope he is doing good in school. It's a headache this year. He always does. He's very smart. He always does well in school. It's just that they're doing homeschool, and then somebody will come up with the Rona, and then they'll have to take off another week, and then they'll go back, and then they'll take off. Now they're off again for this storm. So it's kind of been a wacky year, like in school, out of school, in school, out of school. But his grades are great, and he's fine. We had him for the weekend. We just took him home midday in Sunday in the middle of the day before the weather started getting bad, so that we didn't risk being in the car with him. But his mom had power until today, so they just lost power today. So hopefully, we haven't heard back from them if they got their. Oh, they got it back. Okay, so they got the power back already. Keto for the hillbilly. He has his own version of the keto diet, Andrew. And unless you want diabetes, I don't suggest you partake. T-Mobile won't let us be great. Either the connection has been horrible the last couple days. Well, ours is running slow. We're on Verizon, but it has been slow. I think it's just, everyone. The police are here. Sid playing with a flashlight. Really? He's being bad, y'all. Leonard Duke, I agree. We are layered. Our home is old, and it's bone-chilling cold. I bet, Aisha. Like, I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of socks, 3 tops. I got my hoodie on. I have my little thing that I wear. Like, have you ever wanted to wear a mask so bad as you do in this? This little thing, Velcros. So I wear this around the house to stay warm. You like this look better? Go to Zane's. What? Go to Zane's house for a bit. Yeah, that would be fun. Sorry, guys. The security guard with that flashlight. Yeah, I know, right? If there's not much insulation, it's going to be cold. Our house is pretty well insulated. It's only a couple years old. Someone is making the best of the situation. Yeah, he playing. Having a good time. Sorry, Aisha. Positive. Sending everyone warm hugs. Thank you, Nell. Thank you, Nell. This thing looks crazy. Hey, hanging with Mr. J. I'm okay. We're just cold.
Freezing, not cold.
Yeah, we're freezing. We're praying. Oh, I know I do have some hot chocolate, Andrew. I could go warm up some water on the stove and make some hot chocolate. That's a good idea. It was 40 degrees in my house overnight when we did not have heat in my. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hi everyone. Says hanging with Mr. J. What did? Okay, got that one. You were very gangster. Thank you, Nell. Yeah, it got pretty cold in here last night too, positive pusher. Right now, it's 50-ish here in the house. So we're doing okay. Because I know Sid's brother's house was like 47 degrees yesterday. And they have 7 kids, so yeah, it's a lot. Oh, they give praying hands for you and Sid. I'll come on shortly and play a few tunes. Oh, cool. We're going to watch for the notification. And we'll raid you if you're going to go on pretty soon. We will send everybody to you. I do have a gas stove, positive pusher, but I can only use the top because the oven is ran on a circuit panel that requires electricity. We don't have much dilation. Please deliver. We are going to address that. I can imagine. Get that spray foam sprayed in there. It's awesome. We have spray foam in our attic, right, babe? I know our walls, our inside walls are the regular insulation, but I know our attic. Remember you went up there and I had all the rulers showing how deep the spray.
No, yeah.
The spray foam. So we are good and insulated in here. I can imagine, Aisha. I know that's right. I know a fisherman has to have them hand warmers on deck. The ones you open and squeeze them. Oh no, do you have the hand warmers in your... I think he has one set in there or something. He doesn't use them that much. He's got fishing gloves, which I've been wearing. They have the thing on your index and your thumb where you can still use your cell phone.
I've never used them.
And they have grips. The brand there is called it Head. You have to have old oven for that one gas stove. Yeah, I know. But this one only, the upper burners work. So, heck, there ain't just about nothing I can't cook on a damn stove. So, I'll figure it out. Some of our walls and ceilings are plaster. Ooh, we sprayed our attic a few years back. It literally helped with their electric bill. I bet it did. Simply Living. You have them in your car now? Haha. The brand is called Head. I know, Marie. Never thought I'd hear the words Texas and snow together in my life. Neither did I, hanging with Mr. J. It's crazy. Like, I've seen it snow here one time. Simply Living with Raina. It's all good. It's temporary. We had 5 or so blankets and camped out in the game room upstairs to stay warm. We're in the family room as well. Look, guys, we actually brought our guest room mattress out here. Has 3 comforters and a blanket. We have all these candles lit in here. We have candles over there. Mm-hmm. We have candles in the kitchen.
Right here.
And on that, huh? And we have Sid over there on his cell phone doing, I don't know what. Probably playing pool. Andrew, it is expensive. That's why we hadn't addressed it yet. But we have to after this. It's a priority. For sure, Aisha. It really is. It gives new meaning to snowflake. Hey, positive pusher. How are you? Says hanging with Mr. J. Simply Living. That's what Dre is looking into. It's beautiful with snow with the ground. Yeah. Samantha's Life. How are you, Samantha's Life? Hello, how are you doing? We got 4 to 6 inches of snow in San Antonio. We did not get that much snow. We did get a lot of ice. But we did have enough snow like to cover the yard, make it look like it snowed, Kids were really entertained by it. Oh, you guys got a snowstorm a month or so back, right? Because I know another YouTuber that lives in that area, Lemonade Mom. is her channel. And she's got a great channel. If you guys haven't checked her out, check her out. Lemonade Mom. And she's got a cool channel. She does a lot of grocery hauls, recipes, meal prep, that kind of thing. But she has one daughter that's vegetarian or vegan, and then so she does some of that kind of vegan and vegetarian stuff. But, and if you haven't made friends with each other, by all means, feel free to do so. Thank you for the thumbs up. We got 11 in the chat and 30 thumbs up. I appreciate all the thumbs. You guys are great. Andrew, can you have some of our snow? How many inches do you want? Hanging with your Jay, I'm good. We have 6 inches with more coming. Oh my God, Aisha. I didn't think you guys got that much snow there. I'm still waiting for second snowfall. It's on its way here right now. If you haven't seen snow, I'll send you all of mine. Sarah's in Montana, guys, so watch out if you take her up on that offer. She's going to send a big plow your way. Thank you for thumbs up, Andrew. Appreciate that. Hey, Maddie, how are you? Maddie's in California. I hope you're warmer than we are, because it's cold. Thank you for the share, Samantha. Thank you. Appreciate it. Anybody joins the family, please know I'll join back with you after the live stream. I'm glad you're peachy, because it's cold as F here and we haven't had power in over 40 hours. Something beeped. It's Makari again.
I'm 100%.
Huh?
I'm 100%.
You are?
Mm-hmm. I'm charged.
I'm 65.
You got yours charged?
It's on my thing.
How many bars you got?
2. I need to charge my...
Use this one.
Hold on, guys.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay. We are sharing the portable charging devices. I know there's snow in places that shouldn't have snow. Cold for us wimpy Californians. I know. You want snow? Go to upstate New York. I know New Jersey's had snow. TR and SF Rose had some snow. I saw a short they did one day. The struggle is real, Aisha. Yes, it is. You guys don't have a generator? No, Maddie, we don't, but it's going to be... A natural gas generator is in our future. We have a fireplace, but you might not be aware that lightning hit our house last Thursday, and it burnt the circuit panel out for our gas fireplace insert, as well as many other electronical items. My smart house got not smart real quick. We had to, it's just, yeah. It's the downside of a smart house when lightning hits. 9 degrees. Oh my gosh, Marie. Hey, Marie, did you ever find out if you're going to get a deal on that piece of that piece of land where the haunted house was next door? So you're going to get to have a bigger yard? That would be awesome. Have you heard from Maria Maud? Frosty. What you doing, babe? Oh, dear Lord. Where are you? Somebody's playing in the product. Y'all. Tony, did you say no power for 40 hours? Yes, I did, hanging with Mr. J. He's playing in the product. Y'all. He got in the Halloween. Yes, we have surge protectors, but it didn't do anything because it traveled through the HDMI cables from the cable system. Yes, he is bored. Just waiting on the city to email us. It's only like 1 to 200 for the lot. Oh my goodness, that's cheap. Is that a unicorn's head? Y'all. Yeah, he can advertise. Yeah, it sucks, especially when the weather here is brutal.
Yeah, I was super bored.
I'm surprised you didn't get the werewolf.
Too hot.
It's cold as hell in here. What you saying it's too hot? Go put the shark on. We have a men's adult, a shark costume, like a full on, like the fins on you and everything, like a whole thing. Sid's going X-rated. Let's see if he goes get that maid outfit out there. Hopefully cold enough for your food not to spoil. All my fridge and freezer out in the garage are colder than they are when they are in electricity, so they're good. Yeah, he's advertising. That's why he only showed you the top of the costume, because, you know, you guys always have so much food, you're probably not hurting. No, I have been doing it's called a SHFT storage, where you plan and you have at least a month of food when it's called shit hits the fan. Shit hits, SHTF, whatever. That's what it is. So it's called your shit hits the fan stockpile. Hey, Finley River Kennels, how are you? I don't know you. I didn't know you was in Texas too. I'm near Fort Worth in Springtown. I am south of Houston, close to Pearland. That's cool. Ask Sid to bring the unicorn back. She wants to see the unicorn again. Yes, it is a onesie shark costume. Andrew, it's a size medium men's. Tony, don't give him ideas. People were going to hotels only for the power to go out there, or the heaters didn't work, so they basically are paying for what they had at home. There's a lot going to hotels here that have generators. We've got the fireplace going, no electricity here either. Finley Rivers, we got hit by lightning last Thursday, and it burned out the igniter panel on our fireplace, so it won't even let us bypass it with the battery backup to start it. So we haven't been able to use our gas insert fireplace, which is really unfortunate, because we would be fine right now if we had that going. Shadow puppets. Maddie says, let's play shadow puppets on the wall. I understand, Finley. It sucks. I know. The backup food. It's not bad, though. I don't get stuff I don't eat. But I get a lot, like, you know, the little rice packets, the flavored rice packets that are easy. You know, you just add water kind of thing and heat them up. You know, a lot of canned food, a lot of frozen veggies, stuff like that. But, you know, canned meats, tuna fish, canned chicken. I like corned beef. Sid's not a fan. Well, he doesn't know if he is. I don't think he's ever tried it. It would, yes, he was having fun in it, Andrew. I have him Snapchat you a picture of him running around in it. Yes, we have lots of fish. I'm cooking on the stove. The stove I can light with the barbecue lighter because it's gas. It's just the oven has an electronic panel that I can't get past. He is an electrician, Andrew. Sid is an electrician. Problem is, for the insurance company, if he starts messing with stuff, we would be in a different situation. We'd be in some trouble. So he can't make repairs or anything, because it would void out our ability to get our TVs and all that replaced. And there's a good couple $1,000s just in the TVs. So we want to make sure he can grab a live wire and just connect. Well, there's no live wires right now because we don't have any power here at all. But we will not be in this predicament. At some time in the future, we'll be fixing this. Just if our Texas is an independent power grid in the state of Texas. We are the only state that's off the grid from the rest of the United States. So like in a normal situation, like if we were in another state, they would just borrow from surrounding states until they could get things fixed. But we can't because we're not connected to anyone else. Because, we're brilliant like that and, whatever. He cannot mess your warranties / insurance up with electrical items. It does. So it really, really does. And we called all the manufacturers. We tried to reset or fix anything we possibly could because at first we didn't know it was lightning until Sid talked to the neighbor and she's like, I saw it. I saw the lightning. I was sitting right here and it took out their cable too. But it took out more than just our cable. It took out our alarm panel, our garage door opener, our Ring doorbell, our Google Home, like all the stuff, our light switches that are Bluetooth, all that stuff. Yeah, they did. And they also deregulated. So you know how, like, hey, FD, over 40 hours. It's been over 40 hours, FD. So, thank you for the thumbs. Whoever just thumbs me up, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the thumbs. If you haven't given me a thumb, I'd love for you to do that. Yes, a little over 40 hours. And it's freaking cold. Cold, so cold. Our house is still in the 50s inside. So, we have 16 candles. Yes, I know. We have them lit. And it's actually warmed up the house a little bit. So we're not roasting, but we're not dying. And we've got our sleeping situation is comfortable. We are nice and roasty in this 39 hours too long. Who are you telling? Because this was supposed to be a roving blackout. Somebody forgot to rove it. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Roll.
The rolling outages where they turn it off here for 45 and they turn it back on and they turn it off over there. Why does it say I've only been live for 31 minutes when I know good and well that we've been live way longer than 31 minutes? Probably because every time it reconnects, it starts the timer over, you think? Probably. That's probably it. I'm missing the chat again because it keeps not doing. 39 hours long. The solar power grid, exactly what the ex-senator built. I was super pissed. Oh my gosh. Time for lightning rod on the roof. Who you telling for sure? They're doing turtle stop. I don't know what they're doing. Like, people are pissed. I go on Twitter and I put on Encore because that's the company that's supposed to be monitoring all of this for the state of Texas, the grid. Hey, Victoria T, thank you for sharing me out. I appreciate that. They have dropped the ball. Like, it's completely ridiculous. And I'm looking on Twitter and people are PO'd. Not even like a little mad. They are like, they're adding the governor, they're adding Encore, they're adding like everyone who's responsible for this mess. It is ridiculous because this is not weather damaged lines. We're not without power for over 40 hours because there's a line down. This is because they turned off generators for the winter. They knew this storm was coming. They knew we were going to have a load increase, and they did not weatherize and restart those offline generators before this came. Yes, they're going to have hell to pay. And somebody did an interview with them earlier. I watched a YouTube about it, and he was super sketch. Like, well, we're trying to do this. And when we get them back online, there's such a surge in power that it goes right back offline. And, there's just like, no, but why didn't we ahead of time prepare plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K? These are people. 8 people died last night. 8 people died. from their complete lack. There going to be lawsuits at the wazoo. I guarantee you, watch for your infomercials coming up. Like the mesothelioma ones. If you lived in Texas during the prolonged power outages and suffered from any kind of ailment from sniffles to hemorrhoids, please call this number. You might be eligible for this class action lawsuit. No, not even close. No. You want an 8K resolution TV? Question mark, question mark. Don't get him started, Andrew. You have to send it to me. So sad. I will, Sarah. So sad. For sure. I'm back. It is crazy. It is crazy. And so they have the National Guard here helping like transit people that can't get to the warming centers, or like they tried to make it at home, but their house was 30 degrees. They just couldn't do it. So they sent them all to warming centers, different places that they have opened to the public. So they're doing what they can, but that's not the people who caused the disaster in the first place. This will be in the news for a while. It's going to be a big deal. How long does it say you are on? Right now it says 13 minutes. I don't think it's counting because it keeps going offline and reconnecting. I think so, yeah. Dang, y'all. We've been live for a while. Like almost 2 hours. Well, it's actually not like the power companies that we purchase our power from, because they're our power brokers. It's the actual government entity that controls the grid of power in Texas and makes those decisions of like when to amp up generators that actually make the power. 107 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we're getting close. That actually, makes the decisions, and they made the call, turn off these people's power. It's too much on the grid. Turn the power off. These decisions were made by someone. It wasn't just something. Oh yeah, plants, animals, all kinds of things. Just think of the people who were getting things ready for spring planting and all that kind of stuff. I mean, Texas is, we have two seasons, spring and summer. But the asinine part of this that really gets me frustrated, they knew this was coming. They knew this was coming for a long time. So, I mean, who sits around? I bet they have power at their house. I bet you their house is warm. I bet you they didn't turn off their own grid. I'd like to see that in the press. Did they have power at home when they decided to turn off my power? And not do the rolling outages like they said they were going to do? So that sometimes you can have at least 5 or 6 hours of power to heat your house back up, maybe wash some laundry or do something to get, keep your house in order. It's ridiculous. That's exactly right. No. Oh yeah, somebody's going to find out, because there are a lot of mad people, like really, really nosy mad people. And they were putting them on blast on Twitter. If you follow the thread for ERCOT on Twitter, you'll see people blasting them. They were not playing. They were not even like trying to dance around. They were mad, and they were letting them know that. They can't blame Mother Nature on this one. because a human being made the decision to turn off the power and take down those generators for the winter and not winterize them and fire them back up when they knew the storm was coming. So this was a management error, because these are not like downed power lines and all of that. It's not that. It's they didn't make enough power for everyone to have power to run their heaters and, to make it through this kind of weather.
Vermont.
What do you say?
Talking about the heat and stuff.
Oh. For sure, no. With as much technology that there is in this world today, it'll come out. It will for sure come out. And I think the one thing that bothered me was the mention. So many people mentioning what the cost per megawatt was. Why is that relevant? People are dying. I don't care if it costs you $1 million a megawatt if it prevents human loss. Ridiculous. Yes, they are full of all of that. Exactly, Nell. Exactly. There's somebody looking at that checkbook more than they're looking at. I bet you those families that do lose their lives in this mess, they go, The other family members, the kids that lost their mom and, all this stuff, like people lost in fires because they were trying to heat their houses. They're going to say, well, they used outdoor, they incorrectly used their heating sources. Well, when you don't have any other heating sources, you're just trying to survive. Just because they didn't die of hypothermia doesn't mean you didn't cause their death. Remind people on Twitter that they have purchased the Nevada grid. On Nevada grid? What? I'm not sure what you're talking about now. Watch the news and people are lighting charcoal in their homes. I know, that's what I said. People are doing things that are causing, CO2 poisoning and fires, and they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And I get why. They're just trying to keep their families warm. But at one point, at what point? To what cost? Don't think Sid and I didn't look at each other and think about, well, we could find a way to roll our smoker in here and then pipe the smoke out somewhere. And of course, we didn't do that.
We are
Our lights came on!
Shit.
Guys, can you believe it? On my live stream, we got lights. Woo!
Look, we got power.
We got lights. And look, the fridge lit up. Oh my God!
The heater's on.
The heater's on! Oh, sorry, guys. I got hat head. I'm so excited.
Oh, shit.
You guys saw it right here. For over 40 hours with no power. And woo! We got power. I don't know how long we have power. Woohoo!
Let me turn all these off.
Thank you. We're turning off candles. We might need them later. Babe, can you turn on the pocket lights when you...
Hold on.
I know. Yay! We have power. Hey, maybe they saw my live stream and like, this girl is causing havoc. Talking all kind of mad crap on YouTube about us. Maybe we better turn on her power. Yay! I'm so excited. You saw it first right here. Power restored. Hallelujah. I was just sitting here listening and praying. Thank you, Aisha. I know. Get that heater. And I did unplug a lot of extra stuff, so we don't want to put extra demand on the situation so we don't end up without power. We're going to do our stuff. Thank you, Positive Pusher. You guys, can you believe it? Woohoo! Well, we're going to enjoy it 3 to 5 hours before turning it back off. Well, we're going to take the best advantage of that. We're going to get our heat up. We're going to unplug everything else in the house, not to use extra electricity, and make some more ice because we're running out. Like you would think, why would people want ice during this? But, Sid drinks his stuff with a lot of ice. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Right here. You've seen it first. You guys are my lucky charm. Yes, Positive Pusher, I hope you come right behind us. I know. He did change our smoke detector batteries today because we were tired of all the chirping. Some of the chirping we can't stop because it is from the alarm. It is from the cable because it had been without power for so long. The backup battery thing is going off, but until strike check comes out, we can't touch anything in there and mess with it. So
Hell yeah.
we got power, guys. Can you believe that? I'm so happy. I am so happy. Woohoo! I guess they decided it was our turn to get a power back on. That is awesome. I think Sen's making sure no extra lights are turned on because like the switches were left on. Smoke detectors were beeping. Yeah, ours were too, and we replaced our backup batteries except for the one that we can't mess with. Well, thank you. No, I know it has been chirping, but we replaced the actual backup batteries except for the ones that we cannot touch. So we still have our little birdies chirping in the background.
Dang. I know I saw the light. Thought I was seeing shit.
He thought he was having visions. You got the heater warming up?
Well, it's on. It turned on.
Because we don't know how long we'll have it, so.
Yeah, it's on right now.
Okay. Sid's birthday's in 2 days. Maybe I should go make him a cake real quick. He would be happier with Rice Krispie treats, honestly, you guys. I do when they don't last 40 hours in between. Who cares about chirping? They have heat now. I know. I'm so excited. We're going to be sweating. Photo on Makari. Right, Marie 6? Oh, I need to print that label while we have power.
Go do it right.
Where'd you put the printer?
Back where it goes.
Okay. All right, you guys. I love you so much. Happy early birthday, Sid, from Sarah.
Thank you.
I love you guys so much. We have power. Woohoo! But I'm going to go make use of the time we have power. So get a few things done. I got to print some labels because I did some Makari orders. And so hopefully if my mailman comes by, I can get those out in the mail tomorrow. And it will be fun. FD says happy birthday from the UK. I know I have to go too, Marie.
Oh, man.
We are so excited to have power. Super glad for the day you were born. Yes, I am glad for the day he was born too. We are having a great night. Positive Pusher, I'll be praying for you to get power too. Hey, we need to all look for Leonard Duke. He's going to go live and play some music for us. So we're going to look for him. And can someone check for me now? See if he's live? Because we could raid him. That would be great. Be great if we could raid him. Victoria says, happy birthday, Sid.
Yeah, people's lights are on.
Yeah, it looks like the whole neighborhood came back on. Oh my God, I'm so happy. He would love Rice Krispie treats. Look at my hair, y'all. Things are cray-cray. Things are cray-cray. Well, I'm going to get up and move around this house and get some things done. I'm so happy.
Hell yeah.
He's all happy. He's going in every room. I love you too, twin. Good night. Happy birthday, Sid. Everybody's saying happy birthday. Thank you, guys. Thanks for all the prayers. It really helped. He's not live right now. Okay, thank you, Aisha, for checking. But keep your eyes out for him. He said he was going to play some music for us tonight.
Plug your phones in.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Love you so much. Thank you.
Plug your phone in.
Good night, Victoria. Good night, everybody. Love you so much. Bye.
Where's your phone?